and it has been quite some time since I addressed the commission, so there are some of you guys that I'm new to, so welcome aboard, and I appreciate this opportunity to share with you. To begin, I want to admit to you that I may not be 100% today because I'm facing a few personal challenges lately, and one of those relates to my wife and I. We farm, and because of that, our family mantra is farm strong, meaning that we believe that faith, family, and farm are most important in life. And there's a fourth component to that we don't talk about much, and that is faith, family, farm, and Peyton Manning. And as you know, things didn't turn out too well, so I'm still struggling with that a bit. The other one is that I have a great passion for the Olympics, and my wife is absolutely obsessed with the Olympics. But unfortunately, I've learned that I'm allergic to the Olympics, and it's really having a big impact on me. But it turns out that I'm allergic to the Olympics, and I learned this recently as I was watching the Olympics, and every time I listened to Bob Costas' report, my eyes started getting really irritating and watering. And as a result, it's just a terrible conclusion, but it's just one of those things I happen to be dealing with at the moment. But besides that, I guess one other issue? Maybe I should call you up for that issue. Well, yeah, I appreciate that. Jennifer and I are actually expecting our first child in less than a month, so yeah. Woo! So add that one as the big number 3, right? Yeah. Y'all forgive me for that, but that was my introduction for the new commissioners, because that tends to be my style to do those sort of things, so welcome. With that in mind, I am here today to officially recommend an amendment for 1309, or Proclamation 1309. And what this amendment would do would be to strike the statement in the current proclamation that says wild hogs may be taken incidental to scheduled bear dog hunts in the counties or portions of counties open to bear dog hunting in the current big game season or big game hunting season proclamation. So we'd strike that statement, and then we would replace it with individuals licensed to hunt bears may take wild hogs during any proclaimed bear dog hunt. That is the extent of the amendment, and the justification for that is to clarify that individuals pursuing wild hogs with dogs during bear dog hunts must be fully licensed. And with that, I will ask you to consider this amendment.
I guess I'll open up the floor for questions or comments concerning.
Excuse me, sir. How many
Yes, sir.
counties can you hunt bear in now?
I'm going to have to defer that. Does anybody, any of the regional staff, or I apologize, I'm not the state bear coordinator, so that one escapes me. Roughly a dozen, 10 to 12.
So if that became a 13th county, would that county, could you also hunt bear and hogs in that county too?
Yes, sir. If we were to add bear dog hunt opportunities to another county, it would impact that county, yes, sir.
It appears to me that we are slowly but surely driving off the cliff of legalizing hog hunting, and we're just riding the bear to do it. Now, that's my opinion, probably wrong.
I guess basically, if you are a licensed bear hunter and you can legally kill a hog anytime that you are bear hunting, after you kill your bear, you can still go back with your dogs and take hogs during that season.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is there a way that this could be done where it's specified these counties where if additional bear hunting opportunities were given, that it wouldn't automatically
It wouldn't be
mean
an
that
automatic
the
for
hog
those.
was part of it? Could it be done on a county-specific basis or an area-specific?
I'm gonna
In
have to,
places where hogs weren't as prevalent?
I imagine that verbiage could be added to the proclamation, but I do know that that's something that I haven't been in any discussions related to that. And that there is the potential that that may not be allowable. I think that would be a better question for maybe the legal staff.
Just as a discussion, Commissioner Teague, is there, I mean, I just want to know why your reason is we had bear hunts, why would we, I mean, dogs aren't bear specific, so they're gonna be running hogs if there's hogs present. We don't want to make it to where they wouldn't
Well, a
legally
lot
be
of,
able to shoot
okay,
them.
I got you. A lot of these, changes we made in hog, regulations were done to try to slow down, hopefully stop the transportation illegally of hogs. And I just wouldn't want to hinder the opportunity to provide additional bear hunts in the future, because we would be fearful that it might open a door to, introduce hogs into an area that maybe they weren't as prevalent, in the future. That was my concern, and something I just wanted to get on the table for discussion. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I just know that if hogs are present and dogs are running, then we certainly don't want to tie their hands if they can't take them, is what I'm saying. But I understand where you're coming from.
Mr. Chairman Teague, just a comment on that. We recognize that there's probably at least 3, if not 5 counties now where there are bear hunts and very little hog population, if any. And the regulations as it exists now would be identical to what's up here now. But we could do exactly what you're suggesting if we named it county by county. And that would, it could be done. It's a little more confusing if you have to look at counties, but at the same time, we could say essentially what's on the screen now in the following counties and outline those.
Can you tell me, if this proclamation passes and you total up now the days that hog hunters have the ability to hunt, is it not more than they did before we took them off the actual big game list? Will
Yes,
it
sir,
not
it
be
is.
more days?
There are
'Cause
more
I
days
have-
that a person could hunt
I have
hogs now
patients
than-
at home that are excited about what we've done that are hog hunters and bear hunters because they feel like they have more opportunity. I'm talking about on obviously public lands.
Well, yes, the short story is there's more opportunity, more days to hunt hogs now than there were before we started in 2010. But to Commissioner Teague's clarification point, that's exactly what's the driving premise behind the whole hog regulations, is to try to hold down the movement of hogs for people who want to hunt them. So when you do put the possibility of a hog hunt in a county where you don't believe there are any hogs or where there's a very small population, you do run the risk of having people help you stock that area so that the hogs become more prevalent and that opportunity arises. So it's a fine line to walk.
Well, I mean, obviously the relationship to what we're trying to do in private lands is two different things as far as crop destruction. But what I'm saying is, can we not educate our hunters to let them know that actually there's more opportunity there to maybe make them understand that we're really not against hogs, we're just against with the destruction they're doing and the spread of them? I just think that we need to make sure that we spell it out, that's just what we're doing for them.
But there's been an attempt to do that. I guess we could do a better job of what we've done, but it's, that's one of the reasons it's brought before you today. Apparently, there was some confusion among the people who do hunt hogs that didn't understand the wording where it said it was incidental to a dog hunt. They didn't think, since they were actually bear hunting, that they could take a hog. So that was why this was brought as a clarification point.
I've got a question. When I ask about this, maybe I just dreamed it up, or I thought this was going to be limited to the traditional historic, bear hog counties in Region 3. And if it seems like, to go on what Commissioner Teague and Rice have said, it seems to me like now that if it's turned into, if there are bear in a county on the plateau and there are no hogs there, if somebody stalks hogs, they can hunt them with a dog, period. So we're promoting the movement of hogs if we don't limit it specifically to traditional counties where they traditionally hunted hogs and with dogs for years and years and years. Is that right or wrong?
You actually have that, Bill.
So we're opening dog hog hunting on the plateau today if we pass this.
Well, you actually have that now, the way it reads now, if I'm correct. You can actually incidentally kill a hog in those counties now. So if you wanted to go out and hog hunt in that county and not kill your bear, you could hog hunt
Right.
in that county now. So it's there now. That problem is there now.
In our last change, it was something accidental, but the last change we did about a year or so ago, we did open some counties to hog hunting where there were no hogs. And we recognized that at the time, still worry about that a little. And again, if it's the preference of the commission, we could come back and name counties if that's a better way to go. Most of those counties that, let me back up just a second, there has to be a bear hunt before you can hunt hogs. So to answer your question, on the plateau, until there is a dog bear hunt, it wouldn't open anything that's not already open.
I thought we got 4 or 5 counties around hunting.
I'd like to make a motion to accept Proclamation 1402, amendment to the 1309.
All in favor?
Aye.
We need discussion again.
Pardon?
Do we need more discussion first?
If you want.
We all right?
You want some discussion?
If we need to, we can do it again. Does anybody in the audience like to come up for any discussion or questions?
We're good? Vote.
We're good? Let me vote again.
We'll vote again.
All right, I have a second. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We good? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Scott Summershoe, ornithologist, to discuss the Golden Eagle project.
We'll take just a little pause before you get started, okay? He's, get the